And now let's come to the most difficult part, the final update about the Danya'S case. What I would like to inform you what really happened, because many of you are disinformed by the, as I call it, empire of lies. Unfortunately, there are quite many nowadays in the world of chess media which is simply hiding, covering many facts, many true facts, and in this story especially. So the truth is, well, I'm not going to attack anyone. It's not my idea to blame someone. My idea is just that you know the real truth if you want to know it. Of course, I guess many of you just would prefer the position which you've seen already, I don't know, Flavie Rosemond or other chess.com affiliates, and you are happy with it, and even if I present you 100% proofs of the opposite, you will still not change your mind. I understand it, but I believe there are still many people who simply want to know the objective truth. And so what happened, I mean, and this is being hidden from general chess audience, and not only chess audience, from general audience for quite a while. A lot of efforts and a lot of, I believe, investment is done to that you, all of you, simply don't get to know the truth. So, well, and even, you know, what is the most amazing, that even when it's published, it's open source, and it's absolutely easily, you know, provable, the lies, they still, many people in the world of chess, they still continue to misrepresent the situation and to tell very open, blatant lies, just to just to continue to spread the narrative. For example, I think in May 2026, recently there was an interview in Chess Base India with Mr. Jakob Agard, by the way, who made a great deal. I posted about it on my X once. Seems to have not only a good a talent for training and chess education, but also in business, because he made a great deal with Chessable a couple of years ago when he got New in Chess and Everyman Chess, two assets which probably kind of multi-million assets in his ownership of the right of these two publishing houses in exchange for electronic rights of his catalog of a very, well, rather small, comparably small publishing house which he owned. So now he's a multi-millionaire, I would say, yeah, and is basically the main person in the chess publishing all of a sudden. But in any case, so he stated again, you know, very directly that that Danya, well, it was just some sleeping pill, some accident. Well, I mean, when the official death certificate medical report is published already, and everybody who wants, they can go and check and know that this is simply not true, they still don't care about it, and they just still want to fool you. Because what happened is, as you all know, unfortunately, in the last stream of Daniel, he was not in a good shape, so to say. There were a lot of people who had some doubts about the reasons of it, let's put it this way. And unfortunately, the blood test, which was made on the 20th, I believe, of October, and actually the preliminary report was already done on 22nd of October, so I think the closest circle, they knew it from the very beginning, that unfortunately it stated that it was, since autopsy was not performed for unexplicable reason, it was only toxicology which was done, which doesn't fully show the whole picture. So, so they are not 100% certain about the cause of the death, but they say that probably, I kind of quote this document, probably heart failure, caused by probable, as it says, they really say probable, so they're not sure. Even the medical certificate is not sure about the real cause. For that you need to make an autopsy, which was not done. But in any case, probable infection, I think cardiosis or something, I don't remember exactly, you can check it, the name. And clearly stating that the contributing factor to death is unfortunately intake of very serious prohibited substances, more than one, and even including methamphetamine, which is a very, very harsh thing to do, and definitely, I mean, to get, and definitely it's of course forbidden, yeah, by law. And so the real questions are now, again, I don't blame Danya. Well, it can happen, you know, with people, so it's not, the idea is not to blame, it's just to tell the truth. And also his so-called friend Peter Giannatas, who suddenly 1 month after this smear campaign was launched and then successfully ended, then he just came to Perpetual Podcast. You can see it on YouTube in November. And well, as nothing, as if nothing happened, he just told that, well, it's very clear that there was no suicide, yeah, more or less, that he knew it from the beginning, it was completely clear. I mean, well, anyway, it was very obvious for anyone who more or less knew at least a little bit, yeah, I mean, the situation. So yeah, there was absolutely no reason to think it was suicide. So he just said that, yeah, that he can reassure the public that it's very, very unlikely to be suicide. Okay, after 1 month, he could have done it from the beginning. Also, yeah, again, this preliminary medical report was made on the 22nd of October, so 3 days after the tragedy. And it says clearly about the substances in the blood, so which was, well, very likely, well, the case if you saw this last video. And unfortunately his friends Bortnik and Giannatas, they came that night to his place. They just forced him to stop the stream, but allowed him, so to say, to continue playing. Then according to this medical report, they confiscated, as it's stated there, many pills of Adderall, which is, well, at least by WADA forbidden, and also, well, I mean, only under subscription you can buy this medication. Okay, that's fine, but then they left, and well, without calling medical assistant, which, well, would be probably quite normal thing to do, seeing the state Danya was in. And well, they, or maybe at least to stay there at the apartment just to control the situation a bit. That's what I would, as a friend, I would automatically do it, but okay. Anyways, and unfortunately they came to check him only when it was too late, couple of days almost after that. So any case, there are many questions, yeah. Then somebody erased all Danya'S Twitch videos the day, just hours before his death, and it seemingly was not him, because he was chatting on Hikaru Kick channel. I mean, the chat is still there. I mean, like literally few hours, if not minutes before what happened. And he mentioned that he himself erased this clip from that video, from that stream, last stream, which is normal, yeah, because of his shape and behavior there, which, yeah. So I understand that he wanted to not to erase it, but he actually meant, well, he never said that he erased all videos. So somebody seemingly erased all his videos. And well, according to the Twitch regulations, you can actually you know, get it back. You can reinstall it back, which I would, well, expect people to do, close friends of him in his memory, but it seemingly was never done. I mean, it's just erased, and we don't yeah, we lost almost all his Twitch videos. Some are still on YouTube, but majority of his sessions, playing sessions, are erased by someone, and they didn't want to get it back to the public for some reason. So yeah, which kind of to me shows the attitude towards Danya, unfortunately. But okay, again, it's just my opinion. Well, finally, what I want to say, it's very clear. I mean, it was very obvious from the very beginning. I have absolutely nothing to do with it. It was not a suicide. It was, well, very likely, and now it's confirmed that this tragedy was, well, at least partly because of the substances and well, maybe people around him could have been a bit more careful to watch out, but again, but yeah, so the campaign which started after that, it's totally absurd. Again, I haven't spoken about him publicly for like half a year, maybe already a few months. Well, he had a conflict with FIDE, very serious conflict, just a month or two before his untimely death, and he had a conflict with chess.com, who disqualified him on the platform during a tournament in July, as you probably know. He had a conflict with freestyle chess. Yeah, you remember when he left, he came to comment and then he left day after, having a conflict with the organization, and so on and so on. And you never know what was happening in his private life. So to try to insinuate and to put so much effort, so much kind of burner accounts who are trying to convince people that I'm responsible for his death and trying to insinuate that it was kind of suicide because of me. I mean, it is so absurd. It is so cynical and unethical that well, I have no words. It is the way. It is where we are now in the world of chess when such things are happening constantly, and yeah. This story is extremely sad. I will publish my open letter on January this year, where I explain my my view on the story of this tragic story of Daniel and what was happening. Again, of course, I have nothing to do with it. I mean, okay, well, he had conflicts with many people. You know, we all have some conflicts, some misunderstandings with different people, but it doesn't mean that we can blame on particular one all our troubles, whatever. I mean, it's very obvious. So, unfortunately, some chess players, they quickly decided to please the general audience and the people behind this organized campaign. Some basically had no illusions about anyway, about their morality. Some I was unpleasantly surprised that they fall down to this level. But in any case, it's what I want to say is that I just hope I just told you the truth, I mean, I'm very happy that there is a memorial of Daniel, which is happening very soon this year. I hope it will be many more years. I just frankly feel uneasy with the people who are organizing it. I hope from the next year it will be organized by some other people, because those people who collected more than $1 million according to their own statements and then started to ask some crazy fees from all people who are coming to watch the tournament. So basically, more or less, I guess, trying to be even, or maybe even to make money out of it after collecting, you know, charity, 1 million plus specifically for this. I mean, and everything else. Well, it just, yeah, I feel that's very sad part of it. But in any case, it's a very, very sad story, very tragic story. Well, unfortunately, what was happening later and still happening is well, hard to believe that we are where we are now in the world of chess, when these things can happen, when everybody shuts up everybody knows these facts, what I told you in the world of chess. It's well known, it's provable, these are facts, open source. But people are afraid, or they don't want to, they want to please certain forces, and they just keep whether accusing, whether just quietly staying in the in the corner and watching this smear campaign against me, and watching this humiliation and financial damages which they cause me for no reason. Well, I just wanted you to know this, well, I really hope one day these people, these forces, well, they will finally be punished by simply that everybody will know and understand what was really happening. I mean, and what was all this story and this smear campaign against me, that it has absolutely no basis. And yeah, it's hopefully it will happen one day. I'm absolutely sure, because facts are the facts, and truth is truth, and one day it will be known to everyone. Thank you.